Hello guys, today I will be showing you how to make a custom 40 skin pack, or just make custom 40 skins. So I'm gonna teach you all the stuff before I get to modeling and texturing my some random 40 skins. So first you would want to open the skins.json file, and you'll see a bunch of this. So if you ever want to add a new skin, so currently there are 2 skins in here, you can just put your thingy over here, hold shift and then click here, basically just highlight all of this, copy it, right arrow, enter, paste. This is always what I do, so it will look like this. And then yeah, if you want to rename the skin, this part can be whatever you want, but yeah, it can be whatever you want. These will be textures. This will be if you want a cape or not. I didn't include the cape here, but if you want to put the cape on your the second skin over here, you can just copy this, enter, paste. It's that easy. Also the geometries, we'll talk about those. Well, actually, okay, so basically the geometries are what we're gonna make later, and these are what we'll name them. If you want to get rid of the second skin, you can highlight all of this like this and then delete it, and yeah. So I'm gonna make the models fucking shit. Okay, so if you so we're gonna go into the text and then add us.leg. You can see all of this. So this, the top line, will be your skin pack's name. So just call it whatever you want to name your skin pack. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I kind of named it myself. Okay, now we're gonna get to modeling. So now we are going to model our 40 skin. So you're gonna want to open your model, the geometry file. There. And then it'll give you a bunch of random models that you can use as your template. These are from the marketplace. I'm not gonna use any of those because I have my own template, and I'm gonna name it geometry figure skin 1. You can double click this and then it'll show this. Okay, now about the modeling. You have to use this geometry or a Bedrock Legacy model or geometry, or else it won't work. Also, you can only use modes or groups that are like actually a part of a Minecraft skin. So if I add group, or if I add a group inside head and I call it whatever I want, right? I add a cube. This will, this will not be, everything in the random group will not be inside of the head group. So when I rotate my head in the game, this will not rotate with it, and this will also not be rotated as well. It'll just be like this. So you have to have some like specific names. So let me just get the groups real quick. Okay, so I've gathered up all the groups. Oh wait, no, I haven't. We are back. Okay, so now I've gathered up all the groups. So you don't have to include the groups into their parent group, I guess. So jacket would go into body, right sleeve would go to the right arm, yada yada yada. It doesn't really matter because they'll function the same, but I'm pretty sure the the pivot points do matter. Yeah. So these ones, they're just armor offsets. So, but if you rotate them, that does not mean it rotates the armor. It just, the pivot point matters though, because I'm pretty sure the pivot point just puts where the armor is. So that's it. So yeah, you can use all of these to rotate your body parts. So basically the right arm has one rotation. Oh wait, this is the left arm. The head has 2 rotations, but if you use this second rotation called helmet, your part of your head will disappear when you put on a helmet. But if you have to, you can use it. The legs have 1 rotation. The body has, I guess, 1 rotation. And then we got all of these. I don't think it matters where you place them, but make sure to put the pivot points back to where they originally were, or else it'll do something to the armor. It'll just move them around. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna use this. Oh yeah, just because it says like helmet armor offset, it will not rotate with the head. So, but it will still rotate. I'm just gonna do some random stuff. Oh yeah, and just because it says left arm armor offset, blah blah blah, it does not mean it's gonna rotate with the arm. I'm pretty sure. Also, I don't recommend rotating the body, all of this stuff. Only like all of these. That's basically amount of limited rotations you have. Or you can just like, if you're wanting to make part of the model with a bajillion rotations, you could just make it a square. Okay, I'm gonna get the texturing. Okay, I'm done. Alright, I'm gonna save my texture into the 40 skin pack and I'm gonna save this. So now it should be called this, so I'm just gonna copy this, or this, and bring up this. Skins.json. Now we can put the texture and name. So I can paste this in, figure.skin1. Okay. It's called texture, so I'm gonna go, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna name this figure skin. Texture. And I'm gonna go get cape. Alright, and I've been a template for the cape. Alright, let me make it better. Okay, I made a better template for it, but I realized I just could have used black banners to make it for me, but whatever. So I'm gonna open skins.json again. So the localization name is figure_skin. So I'm gonna go into here to the NUS or the whatever the naming stuff. So it will not be called random skin with K, but I want it to be called that. Or I'm just gonna make a new one. Okay. Yeah, so basically copy the localization name, paste it here, or after these, after skin.custom dot, and then equal, and then this is where you name it. Don't include a space here, or else there will be a space at the beginning of this thing, at the beginning of your title. So I'm just gonna name it. Yeah. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to copy all of this and go to your persona file. There. I'm gonna open Minecraft now. Also, to get to your persona file, you have to use IOBit or LOBit. I don't know. You have to use that to get there. Copy and paste it. Blah blah blah. You can go watch someone else's video of that. Okay, if I go here now, if it will load. Where did they go? Oh, the cape. That's why. Also, the skin will not appear if you've done something wrong. So I must have done something wrong. Now, if it will load... Ta-da! See? It's here. I'm gonna go use some game now. Okay. I forgot. Okay, he doesn't have a face. Also, you don't need bypass, blah blah blah, or any of that. It's just bullcrap. Okay. So, now, it should work. Load. Okay, there we go. I mean, it works. Okay, yeah, so the cape works. That the armor offsets, like I said, do not rotate with the thing, but they do still rotate. I should have shown you guys what happens when you do a custom one. And yeah. So that's kind of it for the tutorial. Or the video, actually. And yeah, that's how you make 40 skin. I'm not gonna show any of the 40 skins I made. I made a bunch of 40 skins. Anyways, that's it.